What's up, guys? Welcome back to another edition of the Rap and Wrestle podcast. You guys know me. My name is Derek Gamble. You can follow Rap and Wrestle at Rap and Wrestle on Instagram, Twitter, Facebook. Check us out on Apple Podcasts. Check us out on YouTube. Check us out on all streaming platforms. Today, very special day. We're talking WWE TLC. So it's Sunday. We just got finished with WWE TLC. It was a great day in football for my Bucks. You can see right here, got a rep for them. Made that comeback on the Falcons, so I'm very happy about that. But let's talk WWE TLC. There was a lot of great action. I'll say I was kind of disappointed lately with WWE, but I'm glad I decided to watch this pay-per-view today because it was amazing from top to bottom. I think they did a really good job with storytelling, and the matches today were just amazing. So let's just get into the card and let's talk about some of the things that happened, and yeah, let's do this review. WWE title match. It was AJ Styles taking on Drew McIntyre. That was the starting match for the whole pay-per-view, and you talk about starting off pay-per-view with a banger of a match. These are the two guys that could definitely do it for you. Drew McIntyre pulls out this one. He retained, I should say, the WWE title against AJ in this one. One thing that I was like kind of confused about, I was wondering why Omos was not in the match more frequently. I thought he should have been interfering more. I'm like, this is a no DQ match. It was a TLC match that he can literally interfere in all that he wants. But he didn't interfere. He saved it for a special time. I get what WWE was trying to do with that. They were saving it for the right moment, because The Miz actually came in and he actually cashed in his Money in the Big briefcase and turned this match from a one-on-one TLC match into a triple threat TLC match is what it became. So it looked like he was about to win the match when Omos finally got involved in the match, and he took The Miz down off the ladder and kind of like gradually baby walked him over and threw him over the ropes through a table, and it was a pretty good match. A lot of action. I think AJ and Drew were doing a great job with the match up until The Miz came out. It was actually a really good match, and Drew was taking a lot of the punishment, which I was kind of surprised about because AJ is really great at selling, and he's good at taking the punishment and always either finding a way to win or making it look like he's going to find a way to win, just like he did with Brock Lesnar. I thought that was a great match. But I thought it was great the way they put that one together and the storytelling with it. And one thing I am upset about is that they kind of wasted the Money in the Bank briefcase again. And then it was like you went through the whole story of Otis having it, Otis losing it to The Miz, and just for The Miz to cash in and not take advantage of it. So I don't know what their thinking was behind that, but I guess that's another thing that's off the table that they don't have to worry about. And I'm assuming that The Miz having the WWE title wasn't in the plans for them. So even though they could have easily let The Miz get the title and easily gave it back to Drew at the next pay-per-view event, but hey, whatever, it is what it is. But so on from that, let's go to Sasha versus Carmella for the SmackDown Women's title. This match was great. If there's one thing that you got to get out of this whole thing with Carmella coming back, I think is that Carmella looks fantastic in the ring. She really improved her in-ring ability. She really improved her mic skills and just everything. You talk about somebody who took advantage of the time that they had off and came back and they're just killing it. Carmella is definitely definitely the example of that. She's definitely killing it. But it was a great match. These two women put on a really great match. Sasha is Sasha, so matches with her are always going to be great. But these two really put on a good one. And there was points I had Sasha winning this, and there were really points in this where I thought that Carmella could actually win this thing. Like, she really did a good job at selling that. And in the end, Sasha, she pulled out the victory, and she won this one, with the bank statement by submission. Um, I really like what they're doing with Carmella, and I'm hoping that this keeps going. I'm not too sure what's next for her, but hopefully there is something good for her. And I really like this feud with her and Sasha. So maybe we get another match out of this, or maybe not. I don't know. Maybe Sasha goes into the Rumble and Carmella goes into the Rumble and she wins it. I don't know. There's a lot of possibilities that could happen, but both of these women definitely did a great job. Next after that, we had another good match as well. We had the New Day taking on the Hurt Business. This was a really good match. New Day always puts on great tag team matches. And then you got two great athletes like Cedric Alexander, along with one of the greatest of all time, Shelton Benjamin, who's just a great pure athlete. Those guys just put on a great match. And the Hurt Business, it finally paid off for them. They finally get the W, and they become the new WWE Raw Tag Team Champions. Something that we've kind of been expecting, because the Hurt Business has been one of the few things that I've been seeing that have been good on WWE television. So I actually was excited, and I was actually very happy that they came out with the win. I think they did they've been doing a great job for sure with MVP as the mouthpiece, and this match was just amazing. Towards the end, of course, it ended a little weird when Cedric Alexander tagged himself into the match, where it looked like Shelton Benjamin had the match in hand. So I don't know if that's going to play into it, or what they're trying to do with that, or if Cedric really wanted the win. I don't know what the story is going to be behind that, but we'll see where that heads to as well. But once again, just very great to see the Hurt Business, that all the hard work has paid off, and they came out with the victory on top. And it was a pretty great thing, that great move that I saw when Kofi was going for his normal, boom, boom. He's about to hit you, and he went in the air, and Shelton popped up and caught him. That was just amazing. It shows Shelton still has that athletic ability to this day, man, and he's just amazing. But now the Hurt Business, they have the tag team titles. They have the U.S. Championship with Bobby Lashley. So let's see where this goes. Not too sure where this is going to go, but let's see, maybe MVP. I don't know. The only other gold that's left is the WWE title, and I don't know. I don't see MVP winning the WWE title, but we'll see what happens. A lot of weird things happen, but their whole thing with the Hurt Business is that they have all the gold. So those WWE titles are actually silver. So maybe we'll be seeing a title change in the actual changing of how the title looks. So let's see if that changes. Maybe they show it with gold belts instead of the silver ones. So, but overall, great match. So WWE 3 matches that were great in a row right there, automatically off the top. Next, we got Nia Jax and Shayna. They were defending the women's tag team titles against Asuka and a mystery partner. Lana got injured. So Asuka needed a new partner to take on Nia Jax and Shayna. And guess who's back? The queen is back. Charlotte Flair is back. She was Asuka's tag team partner. I know there's a lot of Charlotte haters out there for whatever reason. I know whether you think she's being pushed by WWE or they giving her too many opportunities, too many titles. I know people always talk about, they just want to get her caught up to Ric Flair, her dad, when it comes to titles. But I'll tell you this, I think Charlotte is amazing. You cannot deny her skills at all. She's a very great in-ring competitor, very great on the mic, great heel, great face, whatever you need her to be, she's great. And she came back and she delivered in this match alongside Asuka, who I think is the greatest female wrestler this day. for sure. Just my opinion, so don't get mad at me if you don't agree. But them two together, they pulled out the victory and they became the new women's tag team champions, which is was pretty cool. You know, I was the match. It was great. I thought all the action was exciting. Love seeing Charlotte do that backflip off the top ropes to the outside. I always love when she does that. So it was great to see that again. Great to see Charlotte back. Good to see, you know, the titles change. I think this is just going to build into, hey, we're the tag team champions, but you know, I really want your Raw tag team championship, Raw women's championship. So I think that's going to build into a story for them. I don't know if they'll hold on to the tag team titles too long. I think that'll be short lived. So you know, we'll see. No pun intended for Liv Morgan, but I think that'll be short lived. And let's see. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see what happens with that. But also, hey, if Charlotte is back, then that means Andrade can't be too far behind. So I heard they have some pretty interesting things for him. Even I heard they have some interesting collaborative things with him and Charlotte together. So let's see where that goes. And, you know, just glad to have Charlotte back. And we'll see if Andrade is back. And we'll see what's next for Asuka and Charlotte with this. And we'll even see what's next for Nia and Shayna. Because, you know, now that they don't have the tag team titles, do they still need to be together? But it's like, if you're Nia and Shayna, how do you have to feel that you injured Lana and her replacement is Charlotte? And then that's what caused you guys to lose. So there's a lot of stories that can be going on, a lot of different angles that can be played. So, yeah, let's see where that goes. Next up, surprisingly, I thought Roman versus Kevin Owens, I thought they would be the main event. But they weren't the main event, and we'll get to that when we talk about that match. But Roman versus KO for the Universal title TLC match. Jey Uso, which some people might be mad at, but Jey Uso interfered in this match every chance that he could get, which I'm not even mad at, because that's how they're building this story. That's how they have it where Roman has this control over Jey that he just does whatever he says. He's always trying to impress him. He's always trying to interfere in the matches. So literally Jey interfered in a good amount of this match, stopping KO from winning. Roman actually, he pulls out the victory in this one. Roman wins. Jey, like I said, he interfered every chance he could. And I kind of almost wish that almost would have done that in his TLC match. It's like, hey, there's no rules, there's no DQ, so it's like, just do what you got to do to get your guy to win. But hey, I mean, it is what it is. But I know there's storytelling going on. But yeah, he interfered every chance he could. Roman and KO put on a very physical match. KO didn't even make an entrance. He literally ran through the crowd and came right into the ring and just attacked Roman off the bat. So it was a very physical match, very good match. I really enjoyed this match a lot. You know, there was a lot of action with the chairs and the tables and the ladders, and even Roman, there was a big spot where he tried to spear KO through the barricade and missed, and he went through the barricade himself. And there was a lot of times where they were good at making us believe that KO could have actually won. There's plenty of times where there's like nobody in the ring, and he's literally grabbing at the belt, and you thought he was gonna win, but here comes Jey or here comes Roman. But you know, there was one point I thought Jey was injured too. He got hit with the chair, and when he was trying to do a super kick, and I legit thought he was injured, because there was like guys, the referees came out and guys in the back to carry him to the back. So I really thought he was injured, but I guess he's okay, because he actually came back out again, interfered more, went through a table, and interfered even more after that. So I'm assuming he's okay. But that was a pretty good match. So WWE was killing it up to this point. They're still doing it, but we went through 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 matches already, and they're still killing it with these 5 matches. It was a great pay-per-view. Last match on the pay-per-view was Randy Orton versus the Fiend, the Firefly Inferno match. So This one, I was a little bit confused. What I think everybody was confused because when the match started, we're used to an Inferno match, Kane versus The Undertaker, fire surrounding the ring. There was no fire at all. So these guys spent like, the good first moments of the match fighting, a good couple of minutes fighting, and then the Fiend, he got his cane on, and he just used his powers and set the whole like arena on fire from the outside, and there was like fire on the apron, there was fire in the crowd, and fire on these poles that were going up. It was pretty cool sight. Can't deny that. But these guys, I think they did a pretty good job. I don't think the match was so spectacular, but I think it was a solid match, and they did what they wanted to do with the story itself. Randy came out, he was wrestling in skinny jeans and a hoodie. So I guess you gotta catch on fire, something has to catch on fire. So literally it was like so dope. The Fiend, he was literally got hit into the barricade, his whole back caught on fire. He literally just like stood there looking at Randy. Randy ran into the ring, the Fiend still on fire, runs into the ring, and then catches an RKO in the ring. Like, that was pretty badass that he was on fire, ran into the ring, and caught an RKO on top of it and kept going. That was like amazing. And then he was like laid out in the ring, and then you think Randy Orton starts to feel bad, but then Randy Orton literally grabs a gas canister and pours gas all over the Fiend, and then sets the Fiend on fire. So that was a pretty wild sight. WWE working their magic there. They made a lot of believers, because my son was surprised. He was like, he just stopped like in awe looking at the screen, and he was just like, I don't think we're going to be seeing the Fiend for a while. And I was just laughing. But WWE did a good job at selling that story, and that was just a wild sight. If anything, that definitely left an impression. That left a memory, and like they said, a lot of these events and a lot of these matches are made from memories, and I think that'll be one thing that we'll definitely remember from this pay-per-view. But I think it's pretty interesting that WWE TLC, the main event of it was a Firefly fun match, Firefly Inferno match. So hey, I mean, there's no I in TLC, but I enjoyed it and I'll take it. But yeah, I'll say, man, WWE did a really great job with this pay-per-view. I know they've been getting some heat lately just because they haven't been doing too great of a job, or fans believe that they haven't been doing too good of a job. But I think with this one, they really like knocked it out the park, and I'm hoping that WWE keeps it going. They keep killing it with the matches, and let's see where it goes from here, and hopefully they keep doing good. But anyway, definitely, if you haven't checked that out, it's definitely worth the watch. If you have the WWE Network, you got all the winners right here from watching this. But it was a great pay-per-view overall. But definitely make sure you check out RapnWrestle on YouTube like you're doing now, or on Apple Podcasts like you're doing now, or any other streaming platform like you're doing now. And make sure you subscribe, make sure you like, retweet, do all that good stuff. And you can check us out on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter at RapnWrestle. Make sure you give a follow. And for this episode, man, we're out.